Hi Scorpio, welcome to your November forecast. I am Gemstone Tarot and you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. Everybody is welcome. I'm joined by the two cats. We have got, I don't know if you can see them, Valentine and Leia. They're both ready, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. We're using, what are we using? Morgan Greer. Just felt like it really needed to be this deck for you. Ooh, straight out with the Six of Cups. Okay, let's see what else we've got. What do we need to know for our lovely Scorpios? Love life, career, destiny. Oof. That's an interesting vibe. There will be an extended reading, Scorpio, as ever, and the link will be in the description box. So if this does resonate with you, you can go a bit further and we will channel some more information and messages about your person, how they feel about you, and about that Six of Cups, most likely. Okay, what is all that about? Okay, Six of Cups. There's loads of different meanings to the Six of Cups. For some, it's like the childhood sweetheart card. For some, it's just like, you know, the romantic, giving someone flowers, isn't it sweet, all of that stuff. I'm picking up with your Six of Cups a slightly different vibe, like a karmic vibe, a kind of maybe slightly retro vibe. Something that may, I mean, we've come out of Mercury retrograde. It kind of fizzled on until the end of October. But it feels like whatever came up during that Mercury retrograde for you, and my God, did a lot come up for a lot of people, stuff got kind of raised for you around your love connection with somebody. And it feels like it got deep. Now, for a Scorpio, of course, that's not as difficult as it might be for lots of other people, because for Scorpios, as you will know, because you are one, you're not afraid to get down into it and go deep. But even for you, this might have felt challenging coming into the month. So the energy that you're coming into the month with is this kind of Six of Cups, karmic. It's sweet. I mean, I can see with the flowers and the sentiment of it is sweet. But there's just something about it where it's come from a slightly painful place. Underneath it, we've got the Nine of Swords, and that is your painful place. This is your 4 o'clock in the morning card. This is your I can't stop thinking these thoughts card. You know the kind of thoughts that you have in your head when you know they're not good thoughts, and you know mentally that you should be talking yourself out of those thoughts, but any attempts to talk yourself out of those thoughts is just more of those thoughts. It's that kind of almost infectious worrying, you know, where worry gives rise to worry, gives rise to worry. And it's the what if card. It can be about if you're feeling insecure, if you're feeling a bit jealous, if you're feeling edgy about something, if you don't quite trust a situation. It feels like that is where you're coming from, but that it's going to, it feels like the lid is going to come off this a bit. Okay? To the right of this, we've got the Tower. Now, it's very simple, the Tower, for the Morgan Greer. It's like, here is the tower, there are waves, there are people jumping off, it's on fire, and there's some lightning. Like, there you go. Something's coming in from left field. It feels like that. Let me show you the cards actually on the table. I've now got some like nice fade thing that happens here. Let's fade. Right, okay. Let's hone in a bit. That's good. I can put those together and we can see that. Let's go left with those. There's always some that hide behind the box. It feels to me like the Six of Cups and the Tower card go together, and you wouldn't normally necessarily put them together, but I'm just picking up, can you see here this yellow lightning, and you can see here this yellow background, and I know that sounds really simplistic, but sometimes the simple things are the best, and there is a connection here. So what does the Tower do? The Tower interrupts the status quo. It interrupts what's normal, and also it behaves like an interrupt to anything that's built on a falsehood of some kind. So if we look at this card and we meditate on it a bit, what is this Tower doing there really in the middle of the sea? And it looks like it's not staying for long. It's on fire, it's been struck. You get the impression it wasn't wise to build it there in the first place. You get the impression the foundations might be weak. But a tower is also defense. If you think about it, why do we have towers? Usually to either lock people away or to hide away ourselves, or as some kind of fortification. So Scorpio, I feel like this is some kind of romantic situation here that has you worried, it has you edgy, or it had you edgy, definitely. That there is some kind of story inside here that got you jumpy, and also having to fill in gaps and wonder what's going to happen next, which isn't always a very healthy energy. This I like. We've got the Page of Cups, this rather fey looking character here who's got his big cup, and there's a fish coming out. It's got his feathered, he's got it together. I mean, that is a look, isn't it? Not too shabby. And he's pensive. He's thinking over his next move, what he's going to do next. Sometimes the Page of Cups is about an apology. So sometimes, especially when you pair it here with the Six of Cups, somebody wants to put forward an apology. They want to come forward to you and end this kind of anxiety. I quite like the energy of that. It feels quite slow, and it might be something that you've been wanting or thinking over for a long time. This could even be the energy of somebody from the past, or an ex, or somebody who you would consider to be your home, you know, to give you the feeling of home. I want to take another card for that, actually. Let's have another card for Six of Cups, Page of Cups. Oh, I like that. Okay, I like that too, actually. We get Justice. Nice. It's Libran energy, which was what the Mercury retrograde energy was, Mercury retrograde in Libra. But also, when you get Justice, the universe is invested here in making sure that the karmic balance is achieved. And with it, Mr. Pawn Tash himself, the Eight of Pentacles. Love this card. This is the ability to work through something methodically. It's not going to be, if this is to do with a relationship, where am I going to put these cards? It's not a magic bullet by a long shot, okay? You've got the energy here of these two people. You've got the energy of somebody wanting to come forward, but it's not fast, and it's not necessarily a clean energy. It's a good energy, but it might be messy good. So in other words, somebody might be sort of stumbling to an apology. Don't expect a slick conversation here, or even a kind of highly intellectual exchange. This is a blurt, okay? This can be somebody blurting it out in the way that you might in a playground, you know, or when you go and pull someone's hair and run off at school. It's got that kind of energy in it, okay? and it feels innocent in a way. It feels simple, uncomplicated. So you might find that somebody blurts something out to you, or just puts something quite raw in a text message, and you'd be like, whew. There's like a warm feeling about it, and I think you're quite pleased to hear it. And there is, if we want to go there, a small sense of victory somewhere deep inside, okay? Don't worry, claim that, okay? Claim it. Especially if this person kind of needed to apologise, yeah, okay. I mean, obviously don't throw it back in their face, but there is a sweet victory about this. You kind of knew it was coming. Okay. We also have the Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo, or the ability to be independent. I think that you, maybe with this Tower energy as well, you may get knocked a bit to one side. You may discover something that discombobulates the situation or makes you a bit, God, I can't believe that. Your ability to be stable and to be grounded and to know who you are and where you're coming from, and also, more importantly, Scorpio, what you're worth, what your value is, that in particular really saves you here. And I think it also really inspires the other person to come forward. This is very strong feminine energy, and its absolute strongest. We've got here the feminine energy archetype. We've got the Empress, the mother figure. And this as well with the Empress, you will notice you never see an Empress who's about to go and make a move. You know, she's not checking her phone 500 times a day. She's not checking out someone's social media to see if they're mentioning her or thinking or whatever it is. She's got that whole kind of, I am here. I've been here the whole time. You know where I am. I'm on this throne. Things are quite nice. Thank you very much. I thought she had a pumpkin on her shoulder. That's quite weird. She's well fed. She's looked after. She's got nice clothes on. She knows her own worth and she knows her own value. Those two cards there, they go together. This situation can definitely be recreated with a proper and decent foundation, but only once what was false and what was not helpful gets stripped away. And that's what's happening in that Tower card. And I like this for you. I like the energy of it. It works really, really well. Okay, this Ace of Pentacles, if you notice as well, it does come from this cosmic hand in the cloud. It has something magical about it. But it also has, and this is what I say a lot on the Daily Tarot, you bite the coin. You want to know if what somebody has to say or blurt out or write down or express or whatever it is, has it got substance behind it? Has it got consistency, reliability, character, all of those things? In other words, if you bite the coin, is it genuine or is it counterfeit? Okay, this is a question to ask yourself. I like it though, and I love this. Let's take this from No One Keeps Baby in the Corner. Here we go with the Four of Wands. This is twin flame energy, 1111, but also it's the energy of a portal to something magical. When you get the Four of Wands, there is the energy to make something happen. I put that with that Six of Cups as well, and it feels like between you, the interplay of you and this person creates quite a magic kind of portal of loveliness, really. But like I said, it doesn't come easy. This Nine of Swords, that's not an easy card. The Tower is not an easy card, but most things worth having don't come particularly easily. Peace here with the Four of Swords, finding a peaceful resolution with somebody, particularly as Mercury's gone direct, and then we move towards the eclipse, which is on the 19th. Let's have a look what we need to know, if there's anything we need to know about the eclipse. In the extended reading, I'm going to look at Six of Cups, Page of Cups, Tower, and anything that might be hidden within this tower, anything you need to know and how they feel and what's going on. Okay, let's take a couple of cards for the eclipse energy. That one. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, God, I'm showing them in the wrong camera. First of all, in fact, I will do that. Let's show these individually. So we're looking at the eclipse energy, which is on the 19th of November. First off, we've got the Hanged Man. There is something about this. There is something about you as that Empress figure here. You see? Where she's in no hurry to get to anybody and in no hurry to get to a particular destination. That is the energy that the eclipse brings you, and it brings you great power in this situation, and it also draws and attracts good situations and people to you, because you're not wasting energy going out there putting it, let's say putting it about, but you're not trying to give to get. You're just here. You know, Hanged Man, Empress, I know myself. I'm calm. I feel my own power. You don't need to chase. It's that kind of energy. Page of Pentacles, again, great patience comes forward with this eclipse for you. You find a real sense of peace about a situation. And you know what it's like. It's only when you reach that point where you're happy if it goes one way or the other, that actually it usually goes really well for you. This is interesting. The Eight of Cups. Some of you may choose to walk. You at least have the balls and ability at this point. Strange to say balls for feminine energy, but stuff it, let's do it. You have the gumption at this point to walk away if you need to, and that in itself means you probably won't have to, because I feel like the other person will pick up on it. Okay, and then the Five of Swords, timing. There's something here about, I'm just looking for my Romance Angel Oracle cards. There they are. Something here about good timing for you, Scorpio. And again, with that Six of Cups, this can be somebody from 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago. It can even be like up to 6 years ago. It feels quite karmic. It feels very much like someone you know. Let's have some Romance Angel Oracle cards for you. Oh, I like this. I want that one though. Yes. There it is. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. I've no idea really how this works, you know, and I suppose if you look into it with loads of logic, it's really hard to know how it works, but let's just say that's what it is, and that's the flavour that I'm getting with that Six of Cups. This is definitely someone who feels like home to you, and you feel like home to them. And that's very important, and it just utterly looks like this. There's something very nice and safe and secure about this that I really like, but I think that you have worked for it. Retreat. I do think when your person communicates, the person that you're thinking of, they're going to want to get you on your own. They're going to want to get you to a point where you can Take away any of the outside influences that have perhaps built up that tower in the first place, and just get back to the true home of you and them. Okay? Like it. Attraction. Now, I feel like the attraction side is you attracting, you know, attention from lots of different people, maybe romantic, maybe otherwise, not just this one person, but again, it just adds to your pot and makes you even more desirable to that person. And it is your ability to say no that's going to really kind of hit home to them the most. And then we get true love. It's very simple. This is the romance of a lifetime. I love that. And it's safe for you to love, because it might not feel that way, Scorpio. It might feel as if, it might feel the very opposite, actually, because you've got that Nine of Swords and that ability as a Scorpio to pick over things and worry about them, okay? And it's no point just saying to somebody, don't worry, because as soon as you say that, of course, people do worry. But this has a very chilled out, relaxed and quite charming feel to it, okay? I think you're going to be very pleased with what happens. I'm just doing past life. I don't normally do them. You get spirituality and religion, and it feels like you and this person are very much kindred spirits. You may disagree on many things. You may not have the same attitude towards money or life or, you know, ethics or whatever it is, but you spiritually are kindred spirits, and that is what the Six of Cups is. Kindred spirits, you feel like home. Lovely. And then we get wars and battles. You and this person do fight. We've got that with that Tower card. We've got it with that Nine of Swords. It happens, but also your ability to repair is what you're going to be really shocked by here. Because it's a bit like family, you know, you can have the worst fights, can't you, with family, but you can very quickly repair it, because underneath there is an understanding that we come from the same place. So Scorpio, that is what I'm getting from this person. We come from the same place. You know, we are kindred spirits, and that is the message that they want to get across to you. Scorpio, I'm going to go do your extended reading. We're going to have a closer look at that. We're going to have a look at how they feel about you, what's going on with this karma and the Six of Cups, what's standing in the way, and what's the best way forward, okay? And the link's in the description box. Do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.